Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you once again for joining to this new publication of results of Latin NCAP. In this opportunity, we're going to be showing a result of one vehicle, and we start as usual with our video. The car we tested in this opportunity is the Hyundai New HB20 with 6 airbags. This car is made in Brazil. This car was tested in the past with less safety equipment as standard, and that actually resulted in a 0 star. Now with the improvements, the car improved its star rating to 3 stars. The new HB20 scored 3 stars in this new test with a concerning point on the brown chest, or let's say weak protection for the chest on the driver in the frontal test. We're watching now the real speed movie, and now as follows the slow motion of the high-speed camera's view. In this case, the car showed unstable structure and unstable footwell area, and also a weak protection for the driver's chest, which is something that concerns Latin NCAP a bit in terms of the performance of this type of vehicles, which is new vehicles with expected higher performance. The vehicle offers standard ISOFIX connectors, ISIS type connectors in the rear seat for the child occupants. And the manufacturer selected a rearward facing position for both child seats, which is highly recommended, and keep children for rearward facing as long as possible, over 3-4 years as well. The manufacturer selected that position, and that actually showed good results in the protection of the child occupants in the frontal test. However, with the lack of full availability of the child seat, it's actually penalized a little bit on the score of the children in the dynamic test. The side impact protection, we're watching now the real speed, now the slow motion. We see the side airbags deploying properly and very well to offer good protection in general, with marginal protection to the chest for the adults and full protection for the children in the side impact as well, which is a good result and partly explained of the child seats because of the child seats and the anchorage points and the anchorage system that the manufacturer selected for those child seats in the rear seats. The vehicle showed a moderate penetration in the structure, which is it's very important beyond any airbags and any equipment in the vehicle. And we are now moving to the side pole impact scenario, now in real speed, and we are now watching it in slow motion or the high-speed cameras. And in this case, the vehicle shows in the close-up, we can see the airbags deploying right on time and in a good way to offer full protection, good protection to the head and also to other body regions, marginal protection to the chest, and adequate protection to the pelvis. The car was tested also in whiplash protection, which is a video we are watching at this moment, and the protection was marginal for the rear impact, which is something that surprised Latin NCAP. When it comes to pedestrian protection, the head protection was from marginal to poor, which it's not so good as expected. When it comes to upper leg, weak protection, and lower leg, we had upper leg poor protection and lower leg weak protection. When it comes to the ESC, the ESC was performed and the car passed the ESC requirements without any problems. When it comes to the MUS test, also the car could match 85 kilometers an hour and 70 kilometers an hour in both scenarios without any problems at all. This explains the 3 stars results for the Hyundai New HB20. As a storyline and summary, the vehicle was tested back in 2020 by Latin NCAP with the basic configuration, as we usually do, and in that time the basic standard equipment was 2 airbags in the front. At that time, the car was rated with 0 stars. The manufacturer, we understand, because of the pressure of Latin NCAP, the manufacturer decided to improve the safety performance of the vehicle, and they made, we understand, because of Latin NCAP's pressure, they made the 6 airbags as standard in this model, which is beyond and earlier than any regulation in the market. The car showed unstable structure in the front, unstable footwell area, and also poor protection for the chest, weak protection for the chest, on the driver's side on the frontal test, and thus, from our view, that needs to be improved and can be improved. When it comes to child occupant protection, in general, it was a good protection and good performance. However, availability of the seats are limiting a little bit better score, and that can be easily sorted out, easily arranged, easily fixed, making the child seats available in all the markets where this car is sold at the moment. When it comes to pedestrian protection, we also highlighted the poor performance in the passive safety. We're expecting a better performance of this vehicle in terms of pedestrian protection. And finally, last but not least, when it comes to the safety assist box, the vehicle could have scored better. The car has optional equipment like ADAS technologies, for example, AEB, autonomous emergency braking systems in different types, and also blind spot detection and also lane support systems. But those systems and those technologies can score points only when there's a minimum performance in the passive safety and a minimum amount of these technologies available in the market. In this case, the vehicle could not match or could not meet the basic prerequisites in order to score with these technologies, and that's the reason why those technologies have not been tested. Highly recommended, and not just a recommendation, but a special advice, a special request for the manufacturers to improve the performance of this car and also improve the penetration of these technologies in the markets. And likely the car, we understand, can score better than the 3 stars that we have seen today. That would be it for this publication. Thank you so much for your support, and we hope to see you next time. Before we say goodbye, we would like to thank especially and very much to Bloomberg Philanthropies, FI Foundation, Towards Zero Foundation, Global NCAP, ICRT, and IADB. Thank you all so much for the support, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.